The game's out. Um, the freaking Bills. Denver 33-30 in overtime, man. They freaking did it, man. What a game it was, man. I think at one point, I think the Denver had a really nice lead. I think it was like freaking 23-10. Buffalo came back and, obviously tied it up and sent it to overtime where they won 33-30. Josh Allen had a really shaky game, man. He had freaking 283 yards throwing, 3 touchdowns, but he had 4 turnovers. Very up and down game for Josh Allen tonight. He had 2 interceptions, 2 fumbles. One of the fumbles was horrendous, man. He just running, not taking care of the football, and he got stripped. A very questionable interception. A lot of people are saying that I believe it was Brendan Cooks. They said he had it clean. He was already in the ground, and the play should have been called. Instead, the Denver defender took it out of his hands, and it gets called an interception. They ended up driving down the field and winning the game-winning field goal. The final play before that, Bo Nix gets, I don't know what he was doing. He was just trying to waste more. I don't know what the hell he was doing because you don't need to waste time, dude. Both teams had the football already. You had to kick the field goal. He kind of, I don't know if he was trying to get the football to like be on the like on a certain side of the field, because I think there's if you have it too much to the left, the kick, the ball's a little bit too much to the left. If you have it a little bit too much to the right, some kickers prefer to have it one way. So maybe he's trying to get exactly where he kind of slid, but it was awkward slid, and he broke his ankle. Holy frijoles. He walked off the field and everything was fine. The field goal kicker came in and kicked the field goal and won the game. But they are now saying that in that play, which was the final play he was really out there for, right before the winning kick field goal, he snapped his ankle. Oh my Lord, holy frijoles. So a lot of stuff happened in this game, man. There's controversy with that Brendan Cooks, that it should have been a catch, and the defender should not have been able to take it away from an interception if they were going down to the ground. And now Bo Nix is out for the season with a broken ankle. Both teams are crying. Like both of the franchises are like one is crying because their season is finished. The other one is crying because their franchise quarterback is out for the season with a broken ankle. Like what the hell? Like what? This is what's the psychologist's name that we have here? The Crystal. She doesn't know whether to make an appointment with the Broncos fans or the Bills fans. I believe Josh Allen was crying after the game. Man, I think Brendan Cooks was crying after the game. I don't know. I was telling my friend, I'm like, is it possible because maybe there might be a possibility that they fire Sean McDermott? I was telling people, I'm like, this is not really on Sean McDermott because yes, they gave up 30 points, but Josh Allen did not have that great of a game. Like 3 interceptions. I beg your pardon, 3 touchdowns, but also 4 interceptions. So I think that's what's gonna save Sean McDermott from getting fired. The fact that, like, if it would have been like Josh Allen carrying, and the defense not being able to stop Denver, then okay, Sean McDermott, Josh Allen did his part, and you just couldn't get a stops. Yeah, but no, this was a lot of Josh Allen putting the team in a bad situation, man. I think there was I think instead of going 17-10 to halftime, they ended up going 20-10 because Allen freaking did that terrible fumble. Oh my Lord. But yeah, man, what a crazy game, man. It really was, man. That questionable play, man. It was just was it the 10-year anniversary of the Dez Bryant, did he catch it or not, game versus the Packers? And now you get a similar situation with Brendan Cooks. Was that a catch or should the interception been allowed? Man, and then the Knicks, and then broken ankle, man. Holy free. Let me read some stats here. Like I said, Josh Allen threw 39 passes, completed 25 of them, 283 yards, 3 touchdowns, 2 fumbles, 2 interceptions for Josh Allen. He also rushed for 66 yards to Josh Allen. James Cook rushed for 117 yards. Dalton Kennett led the way, 6 catches, 83 yards, 1 touchdown. Dave Davis, Khalil Shakir, 7 catches, 75 yards. Brendan Cooks, 2 catch, 20 yards, and he was the one that the interception got taken away later out of his hands. Bo Nix, 45 throws, completed 26 of them, 279 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. Bo Nix actually led the team in running as well, 29 yards for him. And then Marvin Mims led the way with 8 catches, 93 yards, 1 touchdown. Cortland Finnegan, 4 catches, 53 yards. RJ Harvey, 5 catches, 45 yards. But man, holy frijoles, man. Holy freaking frijoles, man. What a game, man. What a freaking game. What a game, man. The Denver Broncos advance to the AFC Championship game, but they will be without their French fries quarterback, Bo Nix, as he's out with a fractured ankle. Jarrett Stidham will now be playing in this game. Jarrett Stidham has been a backup for years. I believe he went to the University of Auburn. And then it was right when Belichick, remember, he was trying to get Jimmy Garoppolo to replace Tom Brady. And the owner said, trade him. And he was forced to trade him to San Francisco. And then I believe that, 2019, he drafted him. And he was trying to develop him because he still wanted to get rid of Tom Brady. Thought Tom Brady was getting up there in age. So he played a lot in the preseason in 2019 for the Patriots. I believe he started some games. Him and Cam Newton were getting rotated in 2020, sharing pretty much the starting quarterback job for the Patriots. That was the first year that Tom Brady had gone to Tampa Bay. So that's where he really had a lot of experience playing in 2020. Him and Cam Newton were the starting quarterbacks for the Patriots. Other than that, not really much has been, other than that, a backup most of his career. We'll see here. I mean, I think you have to get inspired here by the Philadelphia Eagles. Remember, in 2017, 2018, Carson Wentz, he broke his leg in like week 15. Now, the difference was he broke it in week 15. They had a few games to get Nick Foles going, right? Here, you're going to have to throw him in the fucking AFC Championship game. Holy frijoles. If you remember that season, Nick Foles did not look that good like the first 3 games he went in there. And then even that first playoff game versus Atlanta, he was not looking that great. He finally got himself going in the NFC Championship game where they beat the Vikings pretty good. And then obviously in the Super Bowl where they beat the Patriots. But other than it took him a while to get going. That's the problem here. Jarrett Stidham right away has to get going. You're in the freaking AFC Championship game, a game from the Super Bowl. At least Nick Foles had about 3 to 4 games to get himself going. But that's what you have to look for. I wouldn't be surprised if Stidham calls Nick Foles, asks him for advice. Sean Payton calls Doug Peterson, asks for advice. I wouldn't be surprised at all. But that's the only team you can remember that kind of did this. I mean, obviously, the other team that did this was the Patriots all the way back in 2001. But again, there was a lot of season left. It was like in the middle of the season. Drew Bledsoe got hurt. Tom Brady came in, got a bunch of literally, season starts. By the time the playoffs started, he had some type of an idea of like what to do. Here, Jarrett Stidham, man, he's literally coming in for the fucking AFC Championship game, man. It's a tough situation, man. Holy frijoles, man. Like I said, I think both Bills and Broncos fans are crying tonight. One is crying because the season's finished. The other one is crying because their starting quarterback got hurt right before they're going to be in the AFC. I feel so sorry for both fan nations. I really do. No frijoles. I feel so how the fuck? Dude, I don't know what the saying goes. But yeah, man, Broncos and Bills fans might end up having to, well, actually, I don't think they can comfort each other because obviously Bills fans feel they got screwed by the interception. They should have been a catch by Brendan Cooks. So I don't even think they can have a conversation here, man. But I'm so apologize to both fans, man. What a shitty way to, oh my Lord, man. I'm so sorry, man. Broncos and Bills fans are crying tonight. Mrs. Rachel, Crystal, you're gonna have a lot of appointments tonight. The next game was an ass whooping, 41-7. Seattle beats the hell out of 41-6. Brock Purdy, 141 yards throwing, 27 passes, completed 15 of them, one interception. He also led the team in rushing with 37 yards to Brock Purdy. Christian McCaffrey only 35 yards tonight. I don't know. I think he was a little bit hurt. Only had a 35 yards rushing to Christian McCaffrey, man. Jake Tungus, 5 catches, 59 yards. Christian McCaffrey, 5 catches, 39. Christian McCaffrey had more receiving yards than running yards in this game. That's it, man. One Jennings, 3 catches, 23 yards. Seattle just did not allow San Francisco to do anything, man. Sam Darnold, only 17 throws, man. Completed 13 of those, 124 yards, 1 touchdown. The running game was unbelievable, man. Kenneth Walker, 115 yards, 3 touchdowns. He was unbelievable tonight with Kenneth Walker. Cooper Kupp, 5 catches, 60 yards. Kenneth Walker, 3 catches, 21 yards. Jackson Smith, Jimba, 3 catches, 19 yards, and a touchdown. But yeah, man, this was a good old-fashioned football, man. Play defense and run the football, man, as they shut down the San Francisco 49 to just 6 points, 2 field goals. And then offensively, they rushed for 3 touchdowns and 175 yards. And like I said, I don't even think the San Francisco ran for 100 as a team, let alone McCaffrey only ran for 35. Complete domination by the Seattle Seahawks, man. They will be heading to the NFC Championship game. So, man, this game, there's not much to talk about. Seattle's just too good, man. It's just too good. Seattle's too good. Seattle's too good. But, yeah, the other game's the one that was so crazy, man. Holy free holies, man. Well, that's a big question now. Is Sean McDermott going to get fired? Is there a possibility? I was like, Josh Allen seems really emotional, right? He's had a lot of heartbreakers throughout his career in the playoffs. I'm like, why is he crying after this one? Is it because he knew that this was his chance without Patrick Mahomes and all these other guys involved? I don't know. But I don't know. Maybe in the past that Josh Allen cried after that game. I don't know if he has. I don't know if he feels they got screwed with the Brendan Cooks situation. I don't know what's going on, but he seemed very emotional tonight after the game did Josh Allen. Is there anything else to talk about, ladies and gentlemen? Let me think. No, I don't think so. But basketball, I didn't really watch basketball today. I didn't see any news either. Baseball, people are still complaining about Kyle Tucker joining the super team with the Dodgers. Wrestling, no. I think there must have been I think there was was there some pay-per-view tonight for, I don't know, one of the smaller companies. I don't know, TNA, AAA, something like that. There might have been something. I'm not sure, but not. I think Mark Shapiro, the president of TKO, which is the parent company of WWE, did say they are trying to add more 2-night pay-per-views. Right now it's currently WrestleMania and SummerSlam. They're looking at also making Survivor Series and Royal Rumble a 2-night event. So my guess is they're probably going to have the woman Royal Rumble and the women's War Games match on Saturday, and they're going to have the man Royal Rumble and the man's War Games match on Sunday. That's my guess. That's what they're going for probably. And that way, imagine, low key, it would be kind of cool, I guess, in a way, if they could just do a all-woman pay-per-view on Saturday and then all-woman, I don't know. Maybe that would be kind of cool a little bit sometimes, I feel like. And then maybe you wouldn't be forced to have Evolution if you're going to, I don't know, though. I don't know. I mean, that might be the only way people might allow this. Oh, okay. If you just do an all-woman show on Saturday and then on an all-man show on Sunday, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, you would give women about 3 pay-per-views a year where they can all have an all-woman pay-per-view. I don't know. But he did say that today. Mark Shapiro, the president of TKO, the parent company of WWE, about they're looking into making Survivor Series and Royal Rumble a 2-night event, as well as WrestleMania and SummerSlam already are. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to call it a night. I will see you tomorrow. Have a good night, everybody.